2000 to 2003 Mercedes E320 headlight assembly replacement. I'm Brian Essel from How To Automotive. I'm going to walk you through the steps of replacing. So on this car, we're going to remove the right front headlight assembly. It's the same process for the left and right. We're going to get started by turning the steering wheel all the way to the right, or you can jack the car up and remove the wheel if you like to. And we're going to unbolt this inner fender. So I went ahead and removed the wheel for filming this, but you can definitely do this without removing the wheel, just by turning the wheel to the right. So there's going to be 3 of these plastic nuts like this that you're going to take off, and there's going to be one here, and then one over here on the side, and then there's going to be 2 of these little 8mm bolts. They're going to be on the bottom here. Once you get that, then you can peel the inner lining back, and once you get the inner lining back like this, so you're going to follow it up from the bottom, and then right here is a 10mm. So once you follow it up, right here is a 10mm bolt. You're going to, in the corner, go ahead and remove that. And then right here on the side here is a 10mm bolt here that goes sideways. You're going to remove that. So once you get the bolt here in the corner loose, and then the longer bolt that goes in from the side back here loose, the bumper will start coming loose. Now you're going to remove the bolt here in between the headlight and the one on this side. On this particular case, it's actually broken, but go ahead and remove these 2 bolts. Now that you got these 2 bolts removed, you're going to take the 13mm bolt just on the inside of the bumper here. So if you look at my ratchet here, it goes down, and you're going to remove the 13mm bolt there. So once you get that bolt out, you'll be able to pull the bumper out more like this, a lot more place. So what I'm going to do now is remove this bolt here on the opposite side, and remove the 2 bolts in the corners on the opposite side. Once you get these 2 bolts out, the bolt out here, here, and the ones on the side of the fender, then you can pull the bumper cover back about 6 inches like this, and now there's plenty of room to get to the headlight assembly and remove it. So now we're going to unbolt the headlight assembly, and then we're going to pull it out a little bit. And if you look on the back of the new headlight assembly, there's 2 plugs. There's one here and one here that we're going to get to. Unbolt it, there's going to be a bolt right here and washer. Remove that, and then on top of the headlight, a bolt and washer right here you're going to remove, and then on the just underneath the bumper cover right here is a bolt you're going to remove. Once you remove the 3 bolts, then you can pull the headlight out. Now you can reach around back and unplug the connectors. So the reason why we're replacing the headlight assembly is you can see the insulation has fallen off the wiring, and it just kind of got rotten, and you can see it cracking here on the other side, and also the lens is faded out. So now we're going to take our new assembly and set it in the housing here and plug in the 2 electrical connectors. So we're going to be replacing this headlight assembly with a factory headlight unit. And unfortunately, FedEx put a sticker right over the part numbers, but I will link put the links in the description of the video. That way, if you need to get those, you can pick this up. Now that the 2 electrical connectors are reconnected, we're just going to position the headlight back into place and start the bolts in the corners here and here, and then we'll start the big washer and bolt here on the front. Now that all 3 bolts are started, then you can go ahead and snug them all up and just kind of make sure everything's centered and perfectly around the fender and everything, and tighten them up, just snug them up. And then you can go ahead and reinstall your bumper cover by just sliding it back on into position, and then starting the bolts in the corners here and here, and then the 2 13mm bolts that went down here and here. Also, as you slide the bumper back on, this little round stud that sticks down has to go into the hole, the second hole in, and then like that. And then once that's in there, then you can start all the bolts on the sides, the 2 on the sides, and then put your inner fender rail back on. So it's easiest to start the one in the corner, the bolt here in the corner first, and then once that's on and snug, then you can go ahead and start the longer bolt like this from the side here. Now that you got the inner bolt here.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, buddy, what's that now?
Oh, living the dream.
Resecured. Then you can take the inner fender lining here and reinstall that, and reinstall all the plastic nuts and the 8mm on the bottom, and then reinstall your wheel. And now to complete the job of replacing the headlight assembly on a 2000 through 2003 E320. I'm Brian Essel from How To Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos. Encourage you to subscribe and invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this, And also to remind you that I will be linking up all the parts and tools that are used in this video. And I'd like to thank you again for watching.